How you doing? Uh, Anybody that doesn't know me, my name's Anthony Brophy. Apparently, I'm a homeless charity worker that likes to rant about terrorism while holding a knife on a Lewis, which is a lot of bullshit. There was no rant on the Lewis. I was having a laugh with three girls on the Lewis after I had an argument with somebody at Fatty Mat, which you kind of just seem to have left out of court. But yeah, they started trying to send a story on the Sunday World. Thanks, Tom, by the way. Good photo. You're a bit of a dickhead, but nice photo. That I was on the Lewis with a knife in my hand, ranting about terrorism and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. I had an argument at Fatty Mat. I jumped on the Lewis with my friend Johnny. Jumped off the museum. And by the time I jumped off at the museum, I was having a laugh and a joke with a couple of girls on the Lewis like this. I had a knife on my side, which I think I should be allowed to have because of the fact that they're not letting thousands of terrorists into the country. Yeah, and that is the statement I said when I was getting arrested. I just said nothing to nobody on the Lewis. I was a little bit angry on the Lewis over having the argument, but I was talking to me and my friend Shani. If somebody overheard it, fuck them, like, you know what I mean? It's just a conversation, private conversation. But I was also having a laugh with a couple of people on the Lewis, like, you know what I mean? So there was no problem at all on the Lewis. But yeah, I got off and fucking guards pointing guns in my face, and I took the knife from my side. I have the videos in my phone, which I will put up on a later date. But I got 13 hours of footage when I was only on the street for 20 minutes. It was just crazy because I came straight from work. I went home, dropped my bag off and left the house. I picked up my other bag with my alcohol in it and left the house. I completely forgot I had the blade knife on my belt. But anyway, fucking, I got off the Lewis, guards pointing guns in my face, and I slid straight away. I took me knife without even opening the mouth. I took the knife off my belt and I slid it onto the ground because this knife there, yes, actually, I believe you have a weapon. Where's the weapon? I have the weapon here. Don't touch the weapon. Fuck off. Put it on the ground. Yeah. Now they're trying to say they disarmed me. They did all this. Oh, bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all absolute pony. Like, you know what I mean? Absolute pony. Yeah. I'm an Irish Republican. Yeah. I love my country. Yeah. I love my country. I'll die for my country. 100%. 100%. But what I won't die for is these pigs. And these corrupt officials in the courts or in the government or anything like that. I won't die for them. I'll die for my brothers and sisters, I will. Yeah, 100%, 110%. And that meaning, like, anybody like me out there, anybody that's willing to stand up and fight for their country, yeah, 100%, that's who I am, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a bit of a hot-headed at times. Like, well, you tell me what person isn't in this country right now, you know what I mean? But I'm a genuine bloke. I will go out of my way to help anybody, old, young, tall, small, don't matter where you're from in the world, I'll go out of my way to help you. And I have done. I've travelled the world all while homeless. I travelled the world to help other homeless people. You know what I mean? And I'm known for it. I used to run my own homeless organisation in Dublin called Homeless Helping Homeless, and I ended up having to leave that after Focus Island robbed me of €5,000. Merchants Quay blacklisted me from the housing list. Like, I mean, wouldn't help me get me house and all. And the only reason how I got my house is because of the help of RTE. When I did the documentary, they tried to hand me an envelope with a few hundred quid in it, and I was like, stick that blade in an envelope and be a hole. He goes, you asked me help. Because I want to help. I said, so they introduced me to the head of the DCC, and that's how I got my keys. Well, who came in to try and take credit for that? Focus fucking Ireland. And I said, no, not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. You're not putting housing force anywhere near my name. You're not putting any fucking third party council housing near my name. I'll get Dublin City Council or I'll get nothing. See, this is who I am, yeah? This is who I am, because I have a voice. So anyway, back to the story at hand. Like, the Sunday World full of shite. Whoever that other article is that came up with that blatant story with the photograph of me from back in the day, look at me now. Look how old I look, yeah? And look at the photo of the second article, and you see how young I am. Fucking hell. I don't know where you got that photo, but you need to send it to me, yeah? Anthobrophy@gmail.com. That's my email. Send me that photo, like, you know what I mean? I'll be a legend. But yeah, that's what that story was like. And then now there's a big bleeding story all over the bleeding Sunday World and over the internet and all. Oh, homeless charity worker goes on rant on the Lewis about fucking terrorism while holding a knife. No such thing. No such thing whatsoever, like, you know what I mean? Show me the evidence of all that. I want to see the evidence of all of that, like, you know what I mean? And I want that story retracted off the Sunday World as well, because that's bullshit, like, you know what I mean? You just start trying to darken my name, like, you know what I mean? Anybody that knows me knows who I am. Yeah, me brothers might be who they are, but I'm not me brothers. I'm me. Yeah, and that's just the way it is. Like, you know, am I afraid to fight with police? No. Am I afraid to fucking stand up for myself? No, I'm a fucking Irish man. Look at the head of me. Look, do I look like I'm afraid to stand up for myself? No, you know what I mean. But it's bullshit. Yeah, yes, I did get 9 months, and then I was bailed out on appeal for 200 quid. I was bailed out on appeal by my brother Arden. Yeah, and thank Arden, by the way. But yeah. I was told I have to do 6 months out of 9, and I'll be out in 4. That's what I was told. Yeah, and the only reason why I get out on the appeal because it was pure random. I wasn't expecting to go to prison at all. I was expecting to go up for a hearing and then come back then for a later date then for sentencing. But for some reason it was fast forwarded, and yeah, the judge, fair play to him, he listened to the story, he took into account of all the stuff I've been doing that was good, and the fact that I'm working and I'm doing a lot of helping a lot of people out, you know what I mean, and trying to get my life back together again, and that I might be becoming a father. So he took that into consideration. Fair play to him, I respected him, and I shook the hands of everybody that was involved, you know what I mean, and I said, look, I'll take her on the chin, and I'll do me whack. But the only reason why I came out for appeals was so I could look after my son, my dog, and get stuff in order, and then hand myself back in then on the appeal date, which I will do, which I am going to do. But like, I just wanted to straighten this out. I just wanted to make this video just to straighten everything out, to let people know that like this Sunday world is full of shit. And I'll happily say, yeah, man, Tom's always outside, fucking Baldy fella always outside the courthouse, snapping photographs of people walking in and walking out. But here, Tom, I have to say to you, you got a nice photo of me, thanks very much. Yeah, send that on to me, andabroke@gmail.com. But like, this is me. Like, yeah, I get angry, I don't like police. Yeah, I think I have a little bit PTSD with police, because like, police tried to kill me. They tried to kill me a few times, and it's unsuccessful. Kevin Street Art Station, there are a bunch of ratbags down there, like, you know what I mean? But just bullies. Chris Jones, another big bully, goes around town bullying all the young lads and all the older lads and anybody that he thinks he can get a fucking rise out of, like, you know what I mean? But that's the way the guards are. That's just the way the guards are. They're just bullies, you know what I mean? And I'm just not afraid to say it to them. I'm not afraid to stand up to them. And anybody that was in court there 3 weeks ago will see that for themselves when that guard came up and tried to rip the short off me back for no fucking reason. I was just standing in the corner. And he comes up and tries to rip the short off me back when he's meant to be throwing out a fella that was standing beside me. But the fella seen the guard coming and he left out the door. Because he came around after coming around, he stood up in front of me. He was like, what the fuck are you looking at me for? Like, you know what I mean? And he was like, I've got nothing to do with that. And they proceeded to grab me. But then I was told by 3 people that were standing behind him, that's the wrong guy. He didn't give a shit. He says, I don't care. He's the right guy for me. And then ripped the short out my back. So with that, where as soon as that door opened up and he ripped that short out my back, pulling me through the door, I just lunged on. Bam! Self-defense, pure self-defense, like, you know what I mean? I had no intentions of hitting anybody that day in court or anything. This is all in the courtroom, yeah? I had no intentions of hitting anybody in court that day, yeah? Anybody whatsoever. And now they're coming after me for fucking trying to press charges against me for assault. He assaulted me, I defended myself, and this is taking the piss. You know what I mean? I don't understand why these people get away with that, with stuff like that, just being bullies. Like, now this is in the whole court. Now, he wasn't a guard that was sitting in the court to tell people to stop, but to sit down or anything like that. He was a guard in a high vis vest, a stab vest, sitting down, waiting to go up and charge. He just had an anger issue, boy. Yeah, bro, yeah, this is out to you. You came at the wrong fucking person. I ain't afraid of that uniform or the person that wears it. Do you understand that? Well, you better understand that, because I'm not afraid of this. Am I sorry for what I did? Yes, I am sorry. I shouldn't have hit you. But look, at the end of the same time, you shouldn't have put your fucking hands on me. You shouldn't have put your hands on me. You had no right to put your hands on me whatsoever, and not the way you did. You are pure aggressive, but I could be even meaner. And you know what I mean? I don't care how tall you are or how big you are, because look, I'm a warrior. Yeah, I did 25 years of homeless in the roughest of the rough. Yeah, I've travelled the world, all over Brazil, everywhere. You know what I mean? In the rough places. Even in Portugal, when these 3 dudes tried to rob me, I broke them all up. And you think you're any different with that uniform on you? No, sorry, I've no respect for the guards, because only the good ones. Only there is a few good ones, and I don't care who's going to call me a rat this or a rat that or whatever. But there's a few good guards out there. Yeah, a few good guards, and they're very far and few between. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've only got 10 minutes on this thing, so like I'll cover up with this. You know what I mean? I'm going to do my time. I'm going to go in and do my time. Right now, I'm not in prison. I got out on I got out on appeal, but I'm going to cancel the appeal soon and go back into prison and just do the time. I just needed to get some things sorted out and get some sorted out with my home and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video and let people know what really happened. Like, you know what I mean, that's what really happened. There was no terrorist threats or nothing like that.